We pick up where episode 13 and 14 left off. We install the 24 Model 3 pre-production handbrake kit, and I'll show you a 2020 to 2023 preview. All right, so this is an unboxing of the 2024-2025 Tesla hydraulic handbrake. And that is the base structure for the handle and the master cylinder. And that guy is bolted on top of a center console reinforcement. So you got some nice specific packaging for this to come together as a set. And we can see that it comes with all the hardware in place. These little custom washers coincide with the three-dimensional structure that reinforces that plastic center console. So we don't want you to lose any of these things. Even this little square one, it looks like a simple thing, but its hole is actually like offset in there. So all in all, this console reinforcement has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8 places to bolt in to that 3D plastic center console structure. We chose to go with a wrinkle paint on here because there's some flocking on the inside of the cubby hole. So that just kind of like raises the floor of the cubby hole and it looks like OEM. Now, obviously, what's definitely not OEM when you slide the cubby door open is the handbrake structure itself, which has the master cylinder and comes with this gold clevis right here. So this attaches to the master cylinder's shaft. It's got a nice shoulder bolt in there, and all the hardware also in place. We've got some thrust bearings in there. This is actually detachable. So we've got a connector between the top and the bottom. And we've done some testing on this. So in order to make these threads really strong, we're making this bottom piece in 7075. And actually this is an early version. So this is the third out of the 3 prototypes, just to kind of like test the detachable handle design. We destroyed 2 of them. One of them is going to go in the car, but we've already made some revisions based on destroying the first 2, where we've got some larger material around those thrust bearing housings, and we got everything like nice and radiused, so there's no sharp corners for any forces to focus on. The connector actually has permanent Loctite and even bearing mount compound for this anti-shear feature. The only thing that the threads are doing is it's holding it down with that shoulder, and you lock it down, it's not going anywhere. And it definitely can't exploit like any kind of tolerance in those threads. The sandblast texture is actually looking forward to when we have a all aluminum anodized steering wheel. So this is meant to match that thing that we've got coming up in the future. The Tesla is very unique on the type of lines and fittings that they have. I wanted to simplify everything. So the special part about this is kind of like a double T. It's actually kind of like an F shape. So I call this the double F junction. And this is a piece that goes right on the OEM junction in the front wheel well. And this allows you to tap right into the inlet and the outlet for the rear brakes. And this is after any sensors. Cam is going to hook these guys up to the master cylinder that he just put in that base structure that connects handle and master cylinder. So I popped the center console back out of the car that just had the like one-off prototype part in there. And so this is actually gonna go pretty quick because we got all of our holes pre-drilled. So I'm just gonna slip this guy in here. Careful not to scratch the cup holder. He'll just pop right in place. So I'm just gonna put in the nuts and bolts. Now, when I was showing you guys that hardware earlier, it has these Gotta watch their orientation. The hole's like a little bit off center. And we got our 3 M8 bolts in place. Pre-tighten those things probably why. So we're good to go. Now we're going to fix the angle here. And do that with a 5/8 and 9/16. 9/16 on that. Bias in over the corner there. Just double check it. So we'll take a closer look at what we got over here. The double F junction block, OEM plastic junction. So that just bolts into the wheel well. RF junction has these 2 holes right here, and we have the 2 flange nuts that's gonna lock it down. We'll expose these flare nuts. They're used to seeing the lines that are coming from the rocker panel and just plugging right into those. On this side, since those were male OEM lines, they're just gonna plug directly in.
First thing we're gonna do is punch out this hole from a 1/2 inch to 9/16.
Where'd you get that 9/16 grommet? Buy like a set on Amazon or something?
Yeah. Probably have to punch the grommet out again.
Is this it?
No. Yeah, I just saw one of your fingers. Yeah.
Okay, now I feel it. You want it to just chill out of your way. Did I get the lengths right? Or did I mix them up?
I don't know, we can get them right.
They're not tucked in on the interior, so it seems that they're too long. Let's go with that. So since this is coming from the OEM master cylinder and ABS unit, this is going to supply our handbrake inlet. So we've got a banjo bolt here on top, and then we've got a proper length line to go into our handbrake master cylinder inlet. And then these are the output. So this is going to come with pressure out of that handbrake when you pull the handbrake, and this is going to supply those two rear brake lines going down the rocker panel with the handbrake brake pressure. Now, when you don't pull the handle, it's just going to flow all the way through this system as if there's no handbrake in there at all. So the car doesn't get mad. It's a very smart car. It gets mad about a lot of things, but it doesn't get mad about this at all.
M10 washers back here to work as spacers off the welds.
We're going to push further, and we're going to see what it's like to have a 1-to-1 scale RC drift car.